Hi everyone, this is Survivor Series 2003 and I'm back today, and today I'm going to do a DVD review requested by my good friend Multijacko971, who has just recently reviewed the Survivor Series from 2005. Thanks again my good friend for that DVD review, and I'm going to do your DVD request for you today. And the DVD that, or the pay-per-view that Multijacko971 has requested me to do is the Great American Bash 2006, a SmackDown pay-per-view. On the front there you've got Rey Mysterio, Batista, King Booker, Queen Sharmell, Mr. Kennedy, the Great Khali, and The Undertaker. Sorry if you can't see too clearly, everyone. On the back there you just got a plain cover there with the Great American Bash 2006 with the date of July 23rd. Obviously there you got the matches on there. And the inside, nothing too special, unfortunately no insert with this, but you've got a nice disc there. So what we recognise everyone, let's get down to the review. I'm just going to read what's on the back quickly, and then I'll go through the matches. The Undertaker faces his greatest challenge in WWE's first ever Punjabi prison match. Batista is back and ready to unleash his rage. And Rey Mysterio fights King Booker for the World Heavyweight Championship. SmackDown presents the Great American Bash. So that was a little bit of an introduction to the DVD. Now let's get down to the matches. The first match was for the WWE Tag Team Championship. It was Paul London and Brian Kendrick versus the Pitbulls. Now in my opinion this was a great opening match. Pretty much back and forth tag team action, as you can imagine, with Paul London and Brian Kendrick doing their high flying moves. It was a great match. The Pitbulls in my opinion were perhaps the deserving winners, but Paul London and Brian Kendrick managed to find a way of using their high flying moves to successfully retain their WWE tag team titles. So that was a very good opening match there. I give match ratings out of 5, so I'm going to give this a 4. The next match of the night was the United States Championship match, Finlay versus William Regal. Now this match was originally going to be scheduled as a triple threat match, because Bobby Lashley was supposed to be in this match, but unfortunately he had liver problems, so unfortunately it was just put down to a one-on-one match, Finlay versus William Regal. In my opinion, a very good match, two guys who know each other very well. This match had a bit of technical wrestling involved, plenty of submission holds, as you can imagine. Hornswoggle getting involved with the match, pretty funny to see him messing around with William Regal. A very good match, with Finlay using one of Regal's boots, which he struck him with, and obviously Finlay made the cover for the 1-2-3 and successfully retains his United States Championship. This match I'll give a 3 out of 5, but still in my opinion a very good match. Though many people hate this match, I enjoyed it still. Next match, Gregory Helms, the Cruiserweight Champion, versus Matt Hardy, a non-title match. A very good match yet again. Two guys who know each other very well, who have worked together in the past. They put on a great back and forth action match, with Gregory Helms picking up the victory with the spinning wizard. That's his kick to the back of the head finisher. So I'll give this match say about 3 out of 5, because I enjoyed their match at No Mercy, which is another SmackDown pay-per-view, and that match they had there was outstanding. This match here at the Bash is just as good, but I prefer their match at No Mercy. Next match was the first ever Punjabi prison match, The Undertaker versus The Big Show, originally scheduled to be the Great Khali versus The Undertaker, but The Big Show just made an appearance at this pay-per-view, attacked The Undertaker very bad, and Teddy Long said, right, if you're going to get involved with the Great Khali and The Undertaker's business, then you're going to be in the match, not the Great Khali. So The Big Show was put into the match, and in my opinion this was a decent first look of this match. The Undertaker and Big Show put on a great back and forth action match. Big Show in my opinion though dominated most of the match. The structure was used as a weapon. There was a lot of straps being used. Tables was even used when they got out the first structure. A lot of blood, so it was a pretty brutal match. The Big Show did dominate the Undertaker, as you can imagine, really. But the Undertaker won this match surprisingly with a stupid finish. The Undertaker was hoisted up by the Big Show, basically lifted up by the Big Show, and Big Show flipped him over, and the second structure just opened up, and the Undertaker landed first, so the Undertaker was declared the winner. But overall, a good match. Multijacko971 recommends you see this match. It's pretty brutal. You know, especially for like a match that's, you know, got a lot of bit of weapon usage and some blood as well. A 4 out of 5 for me. Next match was the 4-way bra and panties match. Ashley versus Gillian, Hall versus Crystal versus the lovely hot Michelle McCool, one of my favourite divas. As you can say, a bit of a squashy match there, but it was fairly decent. Ashley won this. I'll perhaps give it, for fair dues, I'll give it a 3 out of 5 because it was still a good little divas match. Next match was Batista versus Mr. Kennedy, though Batista was scheduled to face Mark Henry. I didn't really give a damn about this match, to be honest with you. I thought, even though I'm a Batista fan, Batista is my second favourite superstar, but I just didn't give a damn about this match, to be honest with you, because Mr. Kennedy was thrown in, and I think myself, why would you throw Mr. Kennedy to take on Batista? And it was a bloodbath of a match, because Mr. Kennedy bled very much. He did bleed lots in this match, and he got his ass kicked by Batista, which was good to see in a way, really, because Batista, like I said, is my second favourite superstar, and he just kicked Mr. Kennedy's ass. The match ended in disqualification because Batista wouldn't let go of Mr. Kennedy in the bottom rope, and the referee had no choice but to ring the bell, and Mr. Kennedy got the win, but Batista just kicked his ass. I think Batista just wanted to let his rage out, really, because of being out for several months due to the hands of Mark Henry. Mark Henry was injured at Saturday night's main event, so unfortunately Mr. Kennedy, like I said, was thrown into this match. I'd like to give it a 3 out of 5. And now we come to the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. Rey Mysterio vs King Booker with Queen Charmel. Very good match, very good main event, but pretty much back and forth action. Rey Mysterio doing the high fly moves, King Booker doing some of his power moves, you know, some of his good kicks. And the match ended with the shock of Trevor Grow, where we all thought he was going to help Rey Mysterio. Like he said to Rey Mysterio backstage, if your match does get out of hand, I'm going to come down and make sure that you walk out over to the Bash, still the World Heavyweight Champion. He came down, picked up the steel chair that King Booker was going to use, I think he was going to use a steel chair because of the referee knocked out. And Trevor Grow picked up the chair, come in the ring, and smacked Rey Mysterio right on the head with the steel chair. A huge chair impact chair shot to the skull of Rey Mysterio, very loud, if you know, you can imagine. So they had King Booker there picking up the victory to become the new World Heavyweight Champion. 4 out of 5. I did enjoy this match. Anyway, but overall a good event. I gave this event a 4 out of 5 because to me it was an enjoyable event. Perhaps way better than the previous SmackDown event, Judgment Day. Judgment Day was absolutely bad. This one I thought made up for it, to be honest. You've got some great matches on here. My match favourite was the match between Rey Mysterio and King Booker, with my second favourite being the Punjabi prison match between The Undertaker and Rey Mysterio. But overall, Multijacko971, I recommend you get this anyway. Like I said, like I've said, it was a decent event, and I hope my review on this has helped you out to make up your mind on whether to get this. If I was you, mate, I'd go on Amazon like you did for your other ones I noticed you got. Is to go on Amazon and pick it up for a very cheap price of £1 something. You can get it for about £1.71, something like that on Amazon right now, so I'll pick it up for that price because it's worth that price anyway. In my opinion, this event perhaps won't be the best one of the year, really, but in my opinion it's one of the decent events, like I said over and over. It was a decent event. I thought it was way better than the Judgment Day event that they had previously SmackDown. I thought that was an appalling event. But this event does make up for that Judgment Day. You know, Great American Bash 2006, definitely a decent event to get. So Multijacko971, hope you've enjoyed my DVD review on the Great American Bash 2006, and I hope everyone else has enjoyed it as well. Please rate and subscribe to my channel. Please comment on this video. And Multijacko971, like I said over and over again, I'm sorry for repeating myself, but I hope you've enjoyed this review, and I hope it's made up your mind on whether to get this to add to your WWE DVD collection. So this is Survivor Series 2003, and I'm over and out.